Hey guys, it is Caden. Move the camera a little. Um, it is March 24th, 2010, and this video is going to be about why I decided to transition, because a lot of people ask me that. I do consider myself queer, or genderqueer, but I did decide to go on hormones and have chest surgery. So it's kind of tell my story, and why I decided to transition, how I feel about it now, all that kind of stuff. I made a list yesterday, but I don't really remember it, so I'll probably be looking at it just so I don't forget a whole lot. So, first of all, why did I transition? The short answer, the simple answer. Basically, gender was, and transitioning and taking testosterone surgery, that kind of stuff, it was becoming the only thing I thought about. It was engulfing my life, and I was very, very depressed and sad. You know, I didn't know what to do. I knew it was something I wanted, but at the same time didn't want, because I didn't consider myself a man, and I never wanted to be a man. But I knew it's just something I at least had to try, at least had to start T, because I wanted a lower voice. Really bad. I hated talking. Other days I'd go without talking just because I didn't like my voice. I didn't like how it gave me away once I would start talking. So the simple answer is I was very unhappy, and I couldn't think about anything else, so I had to do something about it. I couldn't just live my life the way it was, because it wasn't a life. That's the simple answer. So this is going to be my story, like I said, coming out, my whole story. I'm sure it'll come in parts, so I have to keep looking at my phone so I don't go over 10 minutes. But little disclaimer is that this is just my story. If you have a similar story or you feel some of the same things, it doesn't mean you should go out and do exactly what I did. Doesn't mean it'll be right for you, but you can see how I felt and what came of it. Maybe it is right for you too. I don't know, but it's just my story, so it's not me telling you to go do anything if you feel the same way. So how I identify. First of all, identify as me. That's all I want to identify. I'm Caden. That's it. I'm me. I don't want people to label me or judge me, but, of course not judge me, but label me. If I have to label myself, I would say me. Going down, getting more specific on how people would want me to be labeled, I would say I'm queer. That kind of encompasses my sexuality and my gender. I just consider myself queer. If I had to keep going, I would say genderqueer. Then I would probably say trans, just as an encompassing term. And then probably female to male, though I don't really female. But I know I'm not female. So, I would say I'm queer, but I'm just me. So, how I came to be where I am today. I guess we'll start with childhood. I was a tomboy. I was always out playing in nature, playing in the mud. I still am today. I mean, that's something a girl could do too. But I didn't, like my mom would say, since the time that I had the choice of what to wear, I would not wear pink or girly stuff. You know, I always had shorts and t-shirts and a baseball cap on. I always had a baseball cap on. And people thought I was a boy from, I don't know, when I was really little. I'd go to my brother's baseball games. He's 4 years younger than me, but I would go, and while I would watch, you know, I would go to the snack hut or whatever it was and get some candy. And I had a baseball cap on. I had a ponytail going at the back. Always had a ponytail. Never wore my hair down. And they would always think I was a little boy. And I just remember, just like I was when I was older, just loving the fact that people would think I'm a boy and not wanting them to see my ponytail or see the fact that I was a girl. I just really liked even being confused for a different gender at that age. And I don't know, I was probably 8, 9. So that's really childhood. I just played. I was a very playful kid, just always outside. I didn't really think too much about being a girl or a boy. I guess I could say that I wasn't happy being a girl. All my friends that were girls would always want me to play Barbies or House, and I couldn't stand it, and I still wouldn't be able to stand it. Whenever I would play House, I would want to be the dog or the baby so that I wouldn't have to say anything or do anything or be in these roles that I wouldn't want to be in, because I just didn't want to play House. I wanted to go play kickball, and we did play kick the can. We lived on a cul-de-sac with lots of kids. So I was just always outside running around playing, mostly building forts and playing in the green belt, the creek, and the forest that was behind my yard. It was a great place to grow up. So that's probably it about childhood. When puberty started, of course it wasn't something that I liked, but I guess it's something that I hid. I didn't really want to show that I was going through puberty, and I suppose maybe that's because I wanted to be a guy. But you get the poofy nipples and then the start growing breast, and it's never something I wanted. I always tried to hide it. I don't ever remember really. I mean, we sat down and talked with my mom, did the whole little talk, and she gave me a book, but it wasn't something like, yay, let's go out and buy a bra, because I didn't want that, so I would just wear sports bras the whole time. When I got my period, it was something I was shameful of, and it's not something I told anyone about. I just kind of took care of myself, and it was late because I ran cross country. I didn't have much body fat, so it's not like it came too early. So it is something I could just take care of and go buy tampons and really hide it, or steal some from my mom's cupboard, So it's never something like other people, like Megan, her mom and sister took her out to celebrate, she became a woman, but it's something I always hid from. So looking back on it now, I guess I could tell you why, but back then I didn't know. I don't know. Taking a tampon, going to the bathroom, a lot of women don't care who sees it, especially their girlfriends, but I would always hide it. It's not something that I ever wanted someone to see. So puberty wasn't that fun. Getting into high school, I did have a good high school experience. I was depressed all through high school, probably when I was younger too. Depression does run in my family, so I believe that is one of the reasons. But also because of the whole gender thing, because when I figured that out, it really lifted up a lot. So in high school, I was in band, had a lot of great friends. Again, sports. I was just one of the guys. I would check out other girls with the guys, and they just thought I was the cool girl, that could check out girls, because I didn't know that I was a lesbian or, someone who was attracted to women. It's not something I even thought about. I was so depressed and in my head and just sad and didn't want to live that I don't think I really matured the way other people do, and wanting to be sexual and all that stuff. I was, but I didn't enjoy it, and it was with guys. And I just didn't know what it was like to enjoy it. Let's see, what else about high school? I did cut. I was a self-mutilator. All through high school, I would cut my arms mostly, this arm, burn, that kind of stuff. Just kind of feel pain. I know that I was feeling pain on the inside, but I was sort of numb to the rest of the world, and I just wanted to feel pain or see pain on the outside that I was feeling on the inside. It was not a call for help or call for attention for me. It's just what I did to make myself feel better. I didn't want people to see it or, get help. I'm going to stop it just so it doesn't go over 10 minutes, and you'll have to look for part 2. I can't reach because of my chest surgery, so I'll get up.